먼저 이곳에서 더 뉴 S클래스에 대한 제품 소개를 전해드릴 예정이고요. 이후에 야외에서 실제의 신차를 소개해드리는 순서가 되겠습니다. 그럼 지금부터 더 뉴 S클래스 코리아 프리미어를 공식적으로 시작하겠습니다.
안녕하세요. Welcome to the launch of the new Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Distinguished journalists, it's my great honor to meet you today here at 석파정. As most of you know, this is the former hillside royal residence of the Joseon dynasty. And walking around, I was immediately captivated by the timeless heritage. Some things just don't change. Heritage cannot be compromised by time. Under our claim, the best or nothing, we at Mercedes-Benz also have the jewel of all time, and this is nothing else but the S-Class. The S-Class has a long and rich tradition that stretches back to the beginning of the 20th century. The direct ancestral line of the S-Class began with the Ponton Mercedes in 1951. And in 1972, the initial S was officially designated to our flagship of the Mercedes-Benz brand. Since then, it has long been recognized as the state-of-the-art luxury sedan, successfully dominating the segment and capturing everyone's heart. For a long time, the S-Class has been upheld as the world's best luxury ride of choice for most heads of state, such as presidents, prime ministers, royal families, and even most of the Korean presidents have chosen the S-Class as their prime vehicle. Through the S-Class, Mercedes-Benz has always provided experiences that were exceeding all expectations. The S-Class has long set the standard for the automotive industry and further the benchmark for the perfect automobile. In fact, I can proudly remind you that many technical features were offered by Mercedes-Benz for the first time in a series production vehicle, and this was always with the S-Class. The crumple zone that is capable of absorbing crash energy was introduced in 1959. The anti-locking braking system was launched to the S-Class in 1978. The airbag, together with the belt tensioner, was introduced in 1981. The pre-safe, a holistic approach of crash preventing safety standards, was introduced again with the S-Class in 1991. The magic body control and the intelligent drive in 2013 was the footstep for today's autonomous driving functions. All these premieres made the first step with the S-Class to the world. These innovations, these advancements in every generation are the true backbone of high-level comfort and groundbreaking safety of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Indeed, its timeless elegance and a series of unparalleled technical features have successfully led Mercedes-Benz to reach remarkable sales records worldwide. Since our first launch in 1972, around 4 million S-Class sedans have been delivered to customers around the world. Particularly, since the market launch of the 6th generation of the S-Class in 2003, over 300,000 sedans have been delivered. And moving to Korea, the S-Class also means a lot for us. 30 years ago, Korea officially opened its doors to foreign car imports with 10 units of the model series W126, which was known as the 560 SEL. And to me, this is the most beautiful car of Mercedes-Benz of all times. And thanks to continuous interest and support from the Korean customers, we at Mercedes could successfully pursue this proud tradition until now. In Korea, over 26,000 customers also opted to purchase the 6th generation of the S-Class. And I'm honored to tell you that Korea today is number 3 in the world in the S-Class sedan in absolute numbers of sales, just behind China, behind US, and ahead of Germany, but also ahead of Japan. What is more, Korea has been number 2 last year in the Mercedes-Benz Maybach, our luxury S-Class, and only behind China. Ladies and gentlemen, the S-Class has successfully claimed the long-standing lead of the premium luxury sedan segment. And taking a closer look into the 6th generation of the S-Class, it has shown a strong dominance of the Korean premium market. I believe we had enough of the glorious past of our flagship. I'm proud to tell you that we at Mercedes have successfully surpassed the highest expectations once again with this new S-Class. The developments of the new S-Class are extremely extensive. We are confident that with the wealth of new innovative features, the S-Class will dominate and remain the technological pioneer, but also will continue leading the luxury sedan segments in the world, but also in Korea. At this moment, I would like to invite here up on stage my colleagues. And I will start first with Dirk Fetzer. He came all the way from Stuttgart. He's the head of product management of S-Class and Guard. He's the man, the expert behind the development of the S-Class. Then I would move to Henry Zhou. He's our head of business innovation in new department from Mercedes Korea 2 years ago, who will outline the new premium connected car services to be introduced in Korea for the first time in the new S-Class with life-enriching features. And last but not least, Martin Schulz, which is quite known to you from previous events. He's our head of sales and marketing, and he will address a new customer loyalty program under the name of Circle of Excellence. So, thank you. 대단히 감사합니다.
안녕하세요. 열렸습니다. Ladies and gentlemen, our overall aspiration for the S-Class is very simple. We want to build the best car in the world. Fulfilling this simple objective with each new model is, however, one of the most complex tasks that exists in our business. And in my opinion, it's also the most fascinating one. Aspects such as excellence, safety, and extra portion of comfort, efficiency and driving pleasure are standard at Mercedes-Benz, whether it's the S-Class or the A-Class. However, with our flagship, we want to differentiate between excellence and the benchmark. This applies to all aspects down to the smallest details. As Dimitris just mentioned, various elements that are standard on all cars today had their premieres in S-Class model, and we saw that earlier. It's from safety body via ABS and ESP to the airbag. And it's therefore no surprise that the S-Class is considered an icon. Today, there are 6 different body variants for the S-Class. Being responsible also for Mercedes-Benz Guard, our bulletproof division of cars, I almost need to challenge my own chart and mention 2 further body variants. These bulletproof S-Classes and bulletproof S-Class Maybachs are so complex, and not to mention completely built from scratch, that they should almost count as their own variants. But all models represent maximum levels of exclusivity and personalization. And we want to carefully foster this image, and therefore we build a whole series of trend-setting features into the new model. In fact, the development was extremely extensive. For our new model, we renewed about 6,500 components. They range from new engines to the headlamps, stereo cameras, and even the start button is new. As you can see, every detail is important in the S-Class. In fact, my engineers would tell me I miscounted. Of the 6,500 new components are all new engines that I will talk about in a minute, count just as one. And you don't need to be an automotive expert to understand that a brand new engine consists of thousands of parts. With our new model, our technological competence and the status of its drivers are now even more visible at a glance. For example, all new models are fitted with a new radiator grille. They feature a new front bumper with pronounced air intakes, a redesigned lower bumper section with visible tailpipe trim. What's more, the S-Class now comes with 3 prominent LED torches as an exclusive design feature. Not only do our distinctive headlamps look good, they also include the latest lighting technology. The multi-beam LED comprises 84 LEDs that individually adjust to light up the road exactly where needed, without blinding others. And our ultra-range high beams can illuminate the road ahead for up to a record 650 meters. And yet again, the S-Class is one of the few cars in the world, if not the only one, that uses LEDs exclusively as light source, no matter which lights, inside or outside. The interior is an embodiment of modern luxury too, which shows the highest quality of the materials and the best workmanship. Just check out this cockpit. It's characterized by the two new high-resolution displays, which seem to blend into a widescreen dashboard. The touch control buttons enable the driver to control the entire infotainment system, and you can now operate Distronic and cruise control with the control elements located directly on the steering wheel. It's absolutely intuitive and enhances both comfort and safety. By the way, our improved Linguatronic voice control now also includes vehicle functions like air conditioning and interior lighting. It can understand and process, for instance, more than 800 commands in the Korean language. As you can see, our goal is to surpass the highest expectations. Let me tell you a little about one feature which makes our ambitions evident to our customers, the next generation of intelligent drive. The evolution of intelligent drive started as early as 1978. Back then, the world's first ABS, the S-Class, retained its steering ability even during emergency braking. This was the first system connected by sensors, and you would call it the forerunner of intelligent drive. Today, our intelligent drive system connects a range of cameras, radars, ultrasonic sensors to get the best possible results. This is how it makes another big step towards autonomous driving. It's almost like having an assistant who provides useful support to the driver constantly and keeps him or her up to date. As you can see, we did everything to ensure maximum driving pleasure in the new S-Class. When you step on the gas, it feels like you're taking off. And here's why. Our new engines combine superior performance, maximum efficiency, and let me explain that by using the example of our all-new V8 bi-turbo engine. The S560 4MATIC provides an output of 469 horsepower, and it comes with some very special features. Just take our new twin-scroll turbochargers, which are positioned within the V of the cylinder banks. The hot inner V, how we call it, allows for a compact engine design and an immediate response from the turbochargers and low exhaust emissions. Or look at our innovative cylinder management. In the partial load range, 4 of the 8 cylinders are deactivated. This has a highly positive effect on fuel consumption. In fact, compared with its predecessor, fuel consumption of our new V8 is about 10% lower, making it one of the world's most efficient V8 engines. In case you're looking for even more performance, you also get this engine in our Mercedes S63 4MATIC Plus. Just look at the numbers. The new powertrain offers 20 kilowatt or 27 horsepower more than its predecessor, and that despite a smaller displacement. What does that mean for acceleration and power? Well, let me just say, the S63 sprints from 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. This puts the car clearly in sports car territory. The power is delivered via our new 9-speed AMG SpeedShift MCT sports transmission. We have replaced the torque converter by a wet startup clutch. This allows us to save weight and also improving the car's responsiveness. And that's not all. The confident overall impression of the S63 is underlined by our equally new AMG Performance 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive. For the first time, torque distribution between the front and the rear axle are completely and steplessly variable. This means we can combine the advantage of an all-wheel drive system. As a driver, you can rely at the same time on great driving stability and road safety regardless of the conditions. Of course, we also offer great driving dynamics with our 6-cylinder engines. This goes for our proven V6 petrol engine, as you all know. It comes with a new name, S450, offering its tried and tested qualities together with an increased performance of up to 270 kilowatts, which is almost 370 horsepower. In addition, we offer an all-new 6-cylinder diesel, the most powerful passenger car diesel engine in the history of Mercedes-Benz. Although it comes with a significant increase in output compared to its predecessor, reaching over 300 horsepower, this new engine consumes less fuel by over 7%. This underlines our roadmap strategy takes individual customer requirements into account to achieve the best possible environment capability across all vehicle classes. This strategy is based on an intelligent mix of highly efficient combustion engines, hybrids and electric vehicles with battery or fuel cell propulsion. This optimization of modern combustion engine therefore is and will remain a cornerstone of the Mercedes-Benz roadmap for sustainable mobility. Thanks to its high efficiency and comparatively low CO2 emissions, the diesel engine makes a significant contribution to climate protection. We have invested approximately 3 billion euros in the development and production of a completely new engine family, including exemplary diesel engines. The first member of that family, the new 4-cylinder OM654, was launched in the E220D a year ago. We are proud that our new 4 and 6-cylinder diesel engines comply with stricter emission limits planned for the EU in the context of RDE requirements, not to mention Euro 6. Ladies and gentlemen, today no model illustrates better than the new S-Class how we will take care of tomorrow's customer needs. With a design that conveys the exclusivity of the new S-Class both day and night, inside and out, with an assistance system that provides optimal support for the driver and take us a big step closer to autonomous driving, and with powertrains that are consistently designed for superior driving performance and maximum efficiency. All in all, the S-Class is an extraordinary car for people who deliver the extraordinary. Thank you very much.